did Phil did Phil actually deliver on this?
I don't know. It was weird.
Well, no, he didn't.
No.
Because, like, mind you, like, this is, I mean, it's for Xbox gamers, but it's for people who do not have an Xbox. So, like, Dante clearly stated, like, there's nothing here that would actually interest him to get into Xbox. So it's like, did they show enough? Like, there's still a lot of shit that wasn't even here. Like
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark. There was no Stalker 2. Like, there's still a lot of shit that's missing. So it's like, I can understand, like that's what I'm saying. Like, from Dante's perspective, I can understand, like, you know, there's still a lot of shit that just wasn't here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think this was pretty much a good Xbox showcase to begin with, right? I mean, I don't know if you guys already touched base, but, like, you know what I'm saying?
Who's playing Xbox?
Wait! Before we say anything, Aaron, did this actually make you?
You got me. You got me by the balls.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did it get you by the balls, or like how do you feel about that, man?
I mean, it had one of my testicles, surely. Yeah.
That's unnecessary.
It had one of my testicles. That's it, though. It's pretty hard.
Let's talk about some games on here. Obviously, there's too many of them to kind of say. I mean, we can obviously say I feel like Xbox was kind of delivering a box, but, you know, actually had some good games within that box. So honestly, it's there's a couple of what you guys thought about it.
I thought it was way better than the PlayStation 1, tell you that.
Way better than the PlayStation 1.
I know. I kind of agree with that too.
I mean,
I don't think it was a comparison.
Yeah, we got a handful. We definitely got a handful of games that we kind of wanted, and then we got some games that we didn't want. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But hopefully, this kind of like helps Xbox a little bit in the whole tragic thing that they had going on. So yeah, we just gotta wait for now. Now the thing is, we have to wait for these goddamn games to come out.
I mean, to be fair, there was nowhere else to go but up into the Redfall. So.
Yeah, but like you know, we did say on one of the previous episode too. We did say if anything doesn't come out within the next year, which a lot of these games are coming out next year. I mean, I can't really complain about that. I mean, we want to see a lot of them come out this year. I mean, that's the goal. But like, I mean, at least it's not like a long wait where it's like we got to wait like 2 or 3 years for these games to come out, right?
I mean, we don't know shit about that Clockwork game. I mean, that was in due time.
I've never seen within due time. I've never seen something like that before. But because I don't know why they showed that one. I don't know why. But
they're like, we got a concept, we got an idea, we got a setting, but we don't know when we're going to release this shit.
Within time.
We just want to show you one of the many things we're working on. Holy shit.
But
I'm going to say, like, the one game that I'm, like, at Starfield, woo, I'm going to tell you right now, that thing's looking wild.
It does. It's kind of listening, but looking good.
You know, for some reason, it's kind of giving me like that No Man's Sky feel, but like a mod, like a more updated and more like realistic version of that. Like it's that the whole animated cinematic, the whole thing about it. It's more realistic because I know No Man's Sky is more like cartoony kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I can definitely see a lot of people spending so much time on this game for sure.
Definitely. I definitely see that. Like Starfield, it looks visually it looks pleasing, so that's good.
Yeah.
And it looks like what they were saying before, how he was telling us that please fans, please guys, just waiting on that stuff, like it's paying dividends, because like it looks pretty good, you know, it looks pretty awesome. I'm not like, I don't trust Bethesda, so it's not a day one buy for me because Bethesda made Fallout 76 and a bunch of other stuff. But you know, who knows? Like it could be. It's not going to do what Phil Spencer said. You know, make people sell their PS5s and their Switches and all that stuff. But you know, it'll make you at least pick up an Xbox. Sure,
especially with that new one. It's not even new. It's actually just the S in black, but at least it's like $349 or something like that. I mean, it's
and people love buying accounts they already have, but
Yeah, I'm definitely with Aaron on that. It's probably not going to be a day one for me, but I'll definitely grab it like within the first 2 weeks because I want to see more of once it's out, I want to see more of what people are saying and how they feel about it. And I want to get an idea of like, I don't want to waste $70 on a game that's, not worth it.
I mean, if you have Game Pass.
No, I was going to say it's going to be on Game Pass.
It's going on Game Pass?
Yeah.
Day and day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't help but feel like that's like I don't know if they make money off of Game Pass. I'll leave it alone.
Well, the question
don't even scratch the surface, Aaron.
It's probably people like me. I pay for Game Pass every month, and do I download?
So we do have a fool in here. Okay.
What?
That's crazy.
I pay for it every month, and I don't use it at all. So
exactly. Dang.
It's still going.
Still going. It's
still going.
But I think it's definitely going to be on the first day that it comes out, right? I think it's going to be on Game Pass. And I mean that's a good question because Danny, I mean even if you wanted to try it out, is it going to be available?
Yeah, now that I know it's on Game Pass, then would
you be able to play it on the Steam Deck or?
No, well I got an Xbox here.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I'm good on that.
Mir, what's your thought, man?
For Starfield?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm not really into like Bethesda's games too much, but like this one, the thing about this one, I feel like this game is gonna be like a Breath of the Wild to where it's like it's gonna have replay value for years to come. Like it's gonna have that what's the game? Skyrim effect.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be played for years and years. I think
Starfield Anniversary Edition. Watch.
Yep. I think this is what Xbox needs. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for. I mean, I was getting it regardless whether they had the showcase for it or not. But like, yeah.
I mean, I definitely like the fact like you get to actually travel between each planet. You get to actually use the ship, which is really freaking cool, right? Like it gives you that experience of actually like driving the ship, going through the galaxies, and going into the planets, like. And then you get to actually observe like the life kind of life on that planet. And you know what I mean? It's just crazy that you get to go throughout the solar system within that. That's crazy, right? Like,
I got a question for you guys. What if they add like microtransactions in this game?
I could see it happening.
Yeah, I'm only saying that because of how big the game is going to be, or what they're anticipating the game how big it's going to be. Like,
I mean, it depends on what the microtransactions.
I don't see them not putting microtransactions as far as like getting skins and stuff like that.
I think
that I wouldn't care for.
Right?
Nah, it's Bethesda. You're gonna have a lot of microtransactions in that damn thing. Watch. You have a free some weird gun, some extra points or some shit like that. Watch.
I mean, but even if that's the case, I mean, it's a single player game though. So like,
here we go.
Like, how is that? How is it? Getting a special weapon affected, really, right?
I'm just saying, man, make it attainable via in game. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, that's cool too, but that defeats the purpose of microtransactions.
Yeah, I mean, again, like Ramir said, it's a single player game, so that kind of like benefit Microsoft because that's how they'll get their money's worth with this game, not just buying it straight off, just the 70, and then. Now if they have the microtransactions, they'll have the updates and stuff, and people would just buy it if they please.
Maybe they get like another version with like if you buy off Game Pass, that's like the microtransaction version. But then if you buy the full version, it comes with all the weapons and all that.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be bundles and stuff, of course, if you buy it like not on the Game Pass. Yeah, because damn sure there's people out there who don't have a Game Pass and they just buy the games right out.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. But at least with it being on Game Pass, I mean, it just makes it a lot more easier for people to just cop the Game Pass right now, or even get a console for it.
Well, that kind of pushes it more for
Xbox,
Xbox to do microtransactions, because then if they're not making money off the Game Pass, they're making money off the microtransactions.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm personally, I think it's going to be a good game in general, man. Honestly, I mean, it just feels like, you get to actually do a lot in that game. And like Mir said, it definitely has a longevity of, just experiencing way different shit. Like it's just like, even if you've been playing it for like a month straight, you get to still go to other planets and still be like, holy shit, like I'm still seeing more content in this game that I even begin to even like experience. Like for me, that's why I mean, like I like that kind of experience to like keep getting more experience of the game and, getting the money's worth out of it. So me personally, I think it's just a lot to really expect from this game. And I hope it delivers well. That's just my opinion.
And you guys remember the guy was like, he said, you might not even finish the campaign because of all the shit that you guys are going to be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, you might never finish the campaign because how busy it is in that game.
I just want to know like how
that right there is wild to me.
I just want to know like how difficult the game, like the enemies and stuff like that.
That's the problem too, though, and I think that's the argument with a lot of Bethesda's games. Like their shit so content heavy. Like, bro, with all these fucking games coming out in the fall, I don't want a game that's going to take fucking 200 hours to beat.
Right.
I don't want that. Like, just give me something.
Oh, what you talking about? But you like my content. Like, also don't want 2 hours.
Yeah, but you first of all, for the people that are spending the full money on it, they're getting their money's worth. And and not only that, like you can always put it down and come back to it later on. So you could finish a different game and then you'd be like, you know what? I feel like playing Starfield today. So that gives you that, motive to like, you have stuff to do in the game if you finished everything else. You know what I mean?
Right. I get that. But the problem comes because like it puts people in a backlog situation. And it's just one of those things where it's like, we all have intentions of coming back to it, but with a game like that on that type of level in terms of like how much content they're going to have on there, bro, like the actual odds of ever really because there's games that like again, Breath of the Wild, I've never finished the shit. Like I've put in 30 fucking hours in the game where I feel as though that should have been enough to complete the shit, but it's more shit than that. And it's like I never got back around to it because, you lose interest in it. You know what I mean? So like, I just don't want it to be just overwhelming. Because think about it, how big can this game really be, right? Like, if we're talking about like the main storyline being fucking in a long ass time, just think about how much fucking side quests and boring ass shit like that is going to be in the game too. Well, I don't want to be doing a bunch of side quests.
Well, then in that case, you can always finish the campaign, whatever floats your boat. You can finish the campaign, put it down, play like 5 other different games, and then you'd be like, you know what? Maybe I should go complete Starfield. And then you have all those side missions, all those extra planets you haven't seen. It's still like there's always that one game that you always want to come back to, like whether it be months from now or years from now. You always have that one game that you're going to come back to, and I think this will probably be that game.
Danny, I'm telling you now, bro, that won't happen. Like, bro, like I'm gonna be honest, that like, and I can speak for like a couple of like, think about a game like, let's be honest, like God of War. Like, there's a bunch of shit I didn't do in that game. I beat the main story. Like, there's no chance of me going back to just try to like figure shit out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying the odds are low. I'm going to try to play it as much as I can, but if it's so overwhelming to where it's like it's just so much shit to do in a game and the completion is just like hours and hours, I'm just saying, not saying I'll never finish it, but I'm just saying like it becomes a downfall because it's like, all right, well, this is coming out, but then I got all these other fucking games that come out. We only have so much time on our hands. Like,
yeah, no, I get it. I get it being overwhelming and stuff like that, and all the shit that they said that is in this game. I get that, but you know,
like 100 planets. Come on, bro. Who got
1,000 planets, bro? It's 1,000.
Don't hold on. Those planets won't be fully like. Those planets won't be like all have the most craziest secrets, though. You know that they won't have to all be like fully realized planets.
Yeah, they'll probably be like little. You got to remember too, they're gonna end up putting DLC for it. They're gonna add updates. They're gonna keep adding shit later down the line. So it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger, and then next thing you know, you have no more space in your system. So
yeah, expect this game to be like what I'm gonna say, 250 gigabytes.
Oh my god! Well, at start.
At start.
The real question is, how do you guys feel about the gameplay since the showcase? I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? The gameplay.
Yeah, again, like for me, it gives me that No Man's Sky feel. Just a more realistic version of it. It seems like this is more polished than No Man's Sky was in the beginning. Like, but I don't know. I gotta play it. Like, I literally have to play it.
Yeah. I really like the gunplay of it.
The gunplay feels more Destiny.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. It really looks like Destiny. But I think it has, obviously the RPG touch to it. Mm-hmm. Graphically, the game looks good. I think the one thing I did like though is like I guess the customization for the character. It seems like you have a lot of different type of loadouts you can have. So outside of like the actual customization, it just looks like you get to use a bunch of different abilities and shit from what they showed in there.
Yeah, it's not just a person either. It's like everything. You customize a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Even the travel thing, right? To going from one planet to the next, like that was a really cool feature that they added in there. You don't really get that. Like the only game I think that really shows you when traveling from one destination to the other was like Destiny. Like you didn't control that though. Like you actually get to like, go to the actual destination. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. The environment's pretty dope. I like how everything looks like. There's planets that are like full vegetation, and then there's planets that are just like desolate, like nothing. But they're still like there could be like a sand area, but there's sand creatures and stuff coming out of the ground. It might look empty, but if you like step somewhere wrong, something might come up and grab you, stuff like that. And like different, it's just wild how I don't know how they managed to get all this and make it still kind of like look good and run good.
And also, like, where's this game setting? Like, is it based off of actual fiction? Like, are the planets like? I mean, I know it's fucking 100, so that's probably dead. But like, are the planets actually named after real life planets? Like, or
I have no idea. It's probably fiction.
Use NASA data. We all know that aliens are real. Okay,
everybody knows
NASA data. That's what they said. So it's some sort of mix.
Aliens are real.
So they probably
you already know aliens are real. Yes.
They probably found planets. Yeah, they probably found planets that we can't really get to just yet, and then they just kind of put their own, creativity in that planet. You know what I mean?
So wait, you're telling me the fucking NASA, the government, the FBI, the motherfuckers who you're supposed to keep information confidential, gave that shit to a game developer?
It's bro. It's not like confidential data. It's just the solar system. Anybody with fucking that shit.
That's what they said. They said this game was developed in part with other things, but also using NASA data.
You trying to say NASA helped develop a fucking Bethesda game?
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm probably sure that she means like NASA just gave him like careful information on different planets in the solar system and how it should work and what kind of planets are like they've seen or are out there that they can like tell the world. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they still kept shit to themselves, but to give
I don't even think it was necessarily a direct conversation. The question was like, how did they come up with all these planets? And they were saying they've used data that's public from governments on how space, what space looks like and how it is.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
I still don't believe in aliens.
Oh my God. Aaron's probably been probed like 10 times.
I still don't believe it.
It's a government operative. It's just all distraction. Everything showed in the news.
Down with your dog on it.
Yo, Aaron probably lost like 3 hours of his life and don't even remember, but it's not aliens.
The way he act like he don't remember things. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
John, what you thought on it?
Yeah, I think this is like the best answer to what, where Fallout has felt at. It's like, it's, at the time where Fallout 4 came out, they was probably mostly working on this, Starfield, at the time, and that's probably why that flopped. And
Fallout 4 didn't flop.
What? Yeah, Fallout 4 was actually
Fallout 4
really
was
good.
a
What are you talking about?
success.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say it was good.
I
That
like
was the last
Fallout.
one.
That game was not a flop. Oh yeah, I think you're talking about 76. 76 flop.
Oh,
Yeah, 76.
Yeah, 76 flop.
You talking
Yeah,
about the
76.
multiplayer one, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
like
crazy
the latest
thing. It
one.
didn't flop enough though.
Yeah, that was the latest one. Yeah, 76. Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
was
76. Yeah, it seemed like they was mostly working on that at the time. That's probably why, all the work went towards that. I mean, it's like you can clearly see, it looks like a decent game though. You can tell it's gonna definitely run for the contender for Game of the Year. And yeah, it's really open world as everybody was saying, and it's a lot that you like you said, it looks like they probably want to add like a bunch of Game Pass content throughout the years. You can tell they're gonna drop like stuff within there to do, like with like various other games, how they have like those different events throughout each year just to keep the content new
Yeah.
for people to come back to.
Yeah, like
So-
Destiny.
Yeah. So it looked like it can be one of those games that will last for a couple years if they do it justice. Especially with you being able to go to different planets and stuff like that.
Okay.
Nice. And I mean, who else is going to be excited for a couple of other games that we are excited for? I mean, we can kind of name some things off the top of our heads.
I got you. I'm
that,
gonna pull this up.
I'm
what-
so I don't know how I feel about Avowed.
Oh no!
That-
About,
I
yeah.
get- that game
Yeah,
is fucking great. I don't know what the hell you forgot.
It definitely so Mir, hear me out. Like the only thing that I don't like is the art style. The art style, like I'm not a big fan.
Bro,
of
I don't think we're looking at the same game, bro. You sure you wasn't talking about the Elder Scrolls one?
Nah, I'm talking, bro. This,
Valve?
yeah, Valve got that like cartoony, like colorful thing. Like I like the more realistic. Like if you're gonna go medieval and shit like that, I like the more realistic, like kind of graphics. This is like really cartoony in a way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you put like Skyrim next to this, you'll see the difference.
I thought they had the same art style.
Nah, this is way more like colorful and like cartoony. It kind of gives you that like I don't know. It's
I mean, I know it's real.
different.
It's more vibrant than
Yeah,
Skyrim. Like,
yeah,
but
it's-
I don't really see like the cartoon art style.
Yeah, it's the way that the color is for me. I don't know. It's a great game. The gameplay looks amazing. Like this will scratch my itch for waiting for Elder Scrolls 6. But that's the only problem that I have with it is just the art
Okay.
style. But other than that, gameplay it looks sick. I would definitely get this game. I'm really big on medieval.
I got the list.
I'm big on medieval. I'm big on like sorcery, like archery, like all that stuff. That time period, I love how this is set up.
Yeah, I'm probably be interested in Avowed as well. I'm probably the only one interested in Payday 3 though, mainly because I like.
Yeah, you're probably the only one.
Nah, I'm gonna get it.
I-
I'm gonna get
I
it.
like that. I want that game. That looks
Yeah, Payday 3 is good. Payday 3 is alright. Clockwork. Clockwork that's it for me because I love BioShock and that gives me BioShock feels so much. I'm interested in Clockwork, man. I can't wait to get that.
That was one of the games on my list too that I've seen. I started writing shit down. Like this is one that I like because it's like BioShock Infinite.
Towerborn looks pretty good too.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then what's that? It's Metaphor, right? The Atlas game Metaphor. See, Xbox low key got me with that one because they got like an Atlas exclusive. I don't know if it's an exclusive, but it's probably a launch.
Oh damn, that's the shit that did it for you.
Crazy.
Well, we talk about Aaron here.
The fucking Persona looking like
Yeah.
What? This is what Xbox need to compact the we don't get Japanese games And then and
They don't need Japanese game, man.
Bro, Xbox is an
What are you talking about,
American-made.
Dan? You have a
Xbox
Switch.
is an American-made company, bro. I think JRPGs is the last thing they're worried about.
But they need them though. Why do people buy a Switch for? Apparently do JRPGs they buy for. So
I mean, Nintendo made some of the best RPGs in history, of course.
Yeah.
I won't say some of the best in history, but yeah.
So the Legend of Zelda doesn't count.
I said JRPGs.
So
It's still a fucking RPG. Like,
Turn-based.
they are Japanese. Like, what are you talking about?
So
You know
you're
what I
telling
mean.
me that Metaphor is basically Persona?
It's probably more closer to Shin Megami Tensei than Persona, but it looks like Persona.
I'm watching the gameplay right now, bro, and that shit, the fighting and everything, like the turn-based version of it, like it's
That's good. Doesn't that look awesome? What?
It's exactly
Bro.
like Persona, bro.
That's Persona with a different title, bro.
But it's
Persona
good, though.
with a whole new skin. That's Persona.
That's good. That's
I
good.
thought
though, right?
it would have
Isn't
been
that
done.
good?
I thought it would have been Dungeons of Hinterberg. I thought that was going to be the one for Darren because I know he liked that one too.
That one's good too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one. That one's good too.
Yeah, y'all
That
not
one's really good.
y'all not into 33 Immortals?
That looks
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good.
I'm into that one.
That shit look crazy.
Yeah, that,
Bro, 33 players?
Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
Oh, so
Now,
it was-
you know what the
it was
shitty
so
part?
good.
You know what? No, so I think this is going to be the shitty part with it. I feel like this. I don't think they're going to do this, but it will. I got an itch that they would. So I don't think it'll be 33 players. Like actually, like you can invite a few of them. I think it's just going to be like, oh, join game. It's going to randomly search for 33 people. Or
Yeah,
there's
probably.
probably going to be a specific game mode to where you can
Nah,
play 33.
It's 33 player co-op. So that means you should be able to, when they say co-op, you should be able to invite your friends.
Well,
Invite whoever
I'm
you want.
hoping so because
Yeah,
like I
that's-
don't want to just join game with 33
I don't
people.
I don't see them doing that.
That'd be dumb as hell. Like
Maybe
Hey man, hey Nintendo
So-
did something very similar.
so maybe they'll have like your team plus they'll fill in the additional with random people. So you could do that, or you could probably do like a private. I don't see why they won't do a private.
it's just
Yeah.
like Fall Guys all over again.
Yeah. So, but this art style, yeah. You guys ever played Sondered?
Nah, I never played that.
Yeah. Look up Sondered, and you're gonna see the art style. That's what it looks like. Like it's smooth as shit.
The game looks boring to me.
Of course it does.
Oh
Hey.
oh oh no.
Oh no!
For entries.
All right, what game are you excited for, Leah?
Y'all already know. No game. Nothing
Is
else.
it the
Excited
city
for.
game? Is that city?
The city game, man. City game.
Ah,
Almost shed a
no-
tear.
no
I-
wonder.
Ah!
No wonder she doesn't like this game. She likes
course.
city games. You
I
play
think
like
I mean-
Tycoon. You play like the Tycoon.
No.
kind of
You played for roller coaster type.
You play.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
that's right. She plays Sims. That's why. Sims.
Okay. Yes, I do.
The
Proudly.
whole, yes. The whole Sims thing is like the whole simulation. It's a create your own world and stuff like. Yeah, I get it.
Yes. So City Skylines. I think Ramir, you said I don't know how many hours. I think you said you looked. The first one, I think you said I had like 400, 500 hours in there.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know, I'm very excited for City Skylines too. Yes, laugh all you want. Cyberpunk, of course.
Oh yeah, Cyberpunk,
yeah.
Phantom Liberty. I'm definitely waiting for
Yeah.
that shit.
I was
Yeah, that
one of
looks
the
good.
only people who played it. I had no issues with the game. I thought
I got it.
dramatic.
I got it day one when I had my PC. I got that shit day one.
Yeah, so I love Cyberpunk, and then what's that other one? I do the South of Midnight looks good,
Yeah, that John do look good.
Yeah, it
do
does.
look
Yeah.
good,
and of course Overwatch.
Oh god, no,
Yeah.
no Overwatch for me. I'll pass on Overwatch.
Mir doesn't even want to see him.
So I'm huge on Star Wars, so I'm kind of excited for the Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah, that was.
We
pretty-
get gameplay tomorrow.
yeah,
at the
I'm
Ubisoft.
I'm waiting for that one. So
They said it's going to be the first open world Star Wars game.
oh man,
Ooh.
That's actually.
That's
I thought Survivor was open world.
No, it's not. It's actually more like kind of
It
contained.
is like a set path.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that term Aaron calls it? Linear open world.
Yeah, it's It's more like linear open world. That's what it is. It's very Metroidvania-like. It's Metroidvania.
It's a part-time open world game.
It's not a full time.
It's not open world. It's just like
it's a set path. Like it's very open, but it has a set path.
It has a set path. You're just allowed to go back to other areas.
It's like Ratchet and Clank. Like it's very vast, but you have to take that certain path. You can go back to the old places and finish it like 100%, but that's it. It's just whatever they give you.
Like it's like Metroid Prime. The way Metroid Prime handles its
exploration. Metroid Prime.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
What about Fable? Anybody with Fable?
Now, my thing on that is that it was in-game engine cutscenes, yes, but it wasn't no gameplay, so I'm not excited for it yet.
Well, they used that actor who. Did you guys ever see that movie, the Night Watch or Watch, something like that, with Ben Stiller?
I think,
Ben Stiller is Jonah Hill and all them, the Night Watch or something like that. That's that guy that he plays. He's funny as shit.
Okay.
Nah, I never got a chance to play it.
There was no date though.
Yeah, no date.
Yeah, this is one of the games that we're gonna be waiting for some time.
Which I don't fucking know why. It's just a remake of the fucking game. Like I don't understand, bro. It's been 3 fucking years. Why is it taking so long for a reboot of the game?
Yeah, I never.
Hey man, listen, they're adding
shit. Stuff makes no sense.
How many of them were there? I think there was like 2 or 3.
I think there was 3.
Yeah. I never got a chance to really play that kind of franchise.
I don't think I even played the third one. I think I just played the first and second.
The game I'm looking forward to, it's a sleeper. I don't think, like I think it was like a semi-horror type game. Let me pull it up real quick. It's called Still Wakes the Deep.
Yep, that was the other one that was on my mind.
That shit looks good. I'm definitely fucking with that game for sure. Definitely Dungeons of Hinterberg. I mean, I like the Like a Dragon series, so I beat the first one. I'm looking forward to the sequel of the Yakuza.
Not with that one.
What else is on here? Not gonna lie, Flight Simulator 2024 looks good graphically anyway.
Obviously Hellblade.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody's waiting for Hellblade.
And I'm probably gonna be the only one here that's playing Forza Motorsport.
Yeah,
I played Forza.
Yeah, I don't fuck with car games. The last car game I played was the first Most Wanted game, and that was PS2.
That's their answer to Gran Turismo.
Yeah, that was the last time I played a racing game.
What about Split Second? What about that one?
Oh, that's right, Split Second. I forgot about that. That didn't count because you make shit explode and whatever.
Which is why it was fun.
That's like an action racing game. That shit's very different.
Yeah. What about
Fallout 76 is obviously trash because that Fallout 76 did not do well.
Fallout 76 is definitely trash.
It's Atlantic City.
But the real question is for you guys who don't have Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or even like the next gen Xbox. So what's your verdict? So what games on here are? Because it doesn't sound like from you know, I mean, Danny, you said a few, but obviously Nick, Don, and Aaron, like I don't really hear anything that's like really going to pull you in. So like that lets me know that Xbox Showcase wasn't really like, you know,
big for them.
I guess I
have an Xbox.
For y'all.
So you guys know I have the older gen Xbox, but you know I can try to get away with the Steam Deck. So that's why Ramir kind of threw me off to the side a little bit.
I would say for myself, like games like Kunitsu, Gami, that really stood out to me. Like me personally, like as far as like that gameplay, especially from Capcom, they've been killing it this year especially.
Yeah, that game. I forgot about that game entirely. That joint looks amazing. I thought that was only Musha at first.
Yeah, that looks really unique, like an action adventure kind of game. And I'm glad they showed gameplay all bad too. It's like, okay, that's like really impressive. I wish I would have seen more from Hellblade, but they just showed like the cutscene.
Yeah, they didn't show much of Hellblade, but it's Hellblade. The first one was amazing.
Yeah, that one was good.
But
That
like,
one was
so, so my thing is like, you obviously you can play these games elsewhere, but like, for mind you, these games are specifically to bring people to Xbox, right? Like, yeah, it's PC is marketed as well, but this is for people who don't have an Xbox. I want you to buy an Xbox. Like, I don't want you to play it elsewhere. I want you to get an Xbox. So, like, is there any games here that'll like get y'all
Make
to
you
pull
get
the
an
trigger
Xbox?
to get an Xbox to
What
fully experience the
I-
platform?
That I'm being honest, man. I'm being honest. That Metaphor game, I think it was called Metaphor. That
Oh,
would be,
come on. You could play that shit on PC, bro.
No, I mean yes, I could, but let's say it's like it looks like it's like a console launch, exclusive launch for like Xbox. So if I didn't have an Xbox,
All right,
I'd
so
probably
re-
go for that.
So what Ramir's trying to say is Xbox exclusive, no PC.
Right.
So straight Xbox, like you have to get it for the Xbox. So Metaphor
But
doesn't count.
no Steam
Metaphor,
Deck or like no
Metaphor
PC
doesn't count.
or nothing.
It doesn't?
No,
Well,
Metaphor doesn't count because it's for PC. There's games on here that are just for the Xbox.
All right. Well, what games are just for the Xbox? Let me pull up the list again.
Well, but like not even like just for because the whole thing is like, oh well, if I have PC, like I don't need an Xbox.
You'll get these games eventually if you have PC.
which is fair. But what I'm saying is like for people who do like there's a few guys here that don't have an Xbox, and I mean unless you're gonna go and spend a couple grand on a fucking PC, it'd be relatively cheaper to just get an Xbox. So like, is there anything here that's going to get you to pull the trigger, or nah? I'm still skeptical with Xbox, and I'm still kind of waiting.
I mean,
For me,
Because like Aaron, so for example, you have what, the Xbox One, right?
you have a Series S. Series S.
Okay, let's say you had the Xbox One S, right? Let's say you didn't have the Series. None of these games were compatible for that Xbox. You had to get a new Xbox.
And we're
Anything here, are you getting a new Xbox for it?
and we're excluding like PC
Yes.
and Steam Deck. Like, let's say you don't have any of that.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes. A couple
Okay.
here would make me get it. Yes.
Okay. And which games were those?
For me personally, would be Dungeons of what's it called again? Dungeons of Hittenberg.
Hinterberg. Yeah.
Hinterberg, that'll be it. Star Wars Outlaws, and I don't think that's I don't think that's going to be exclusive. It might be
No, I think there's gonna be everything.
Yeah, it's going to be on everything.
Yeah. So Dungeons, and I mean, you're gonna say no, but like it would be Metaphor. Just the fact that it's coming out first for Xbox, it would be Metaphor for me.
No, I mean that's cool. Like that's giving you every reason to get an Xbox. So
And
that's
Clockwork.
fine.
I don't know if Clockwork's an exclusive. I don't know, but the Clockwork would definitely make me get an Xbox.
Yeah, for
Definitely
me,
Clockwork.
the first one and probably the only one would probably be like Avowed.
So no Clockwork.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
mean,
it's still early on.
I mean, I gotta see more with Clockwork because I don't know what the fuck they're doing there.
Yeah.
But Avowed would be like, if I just seen Avowed, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm getting an Xbox for that.
You didn't like South of Midnight?
I did like South of Midnight, but this Avowed is the one that stuck out to me. If we're talking about like having that one game that stuck out to you, that would be Avowed. For me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then under that would be like obviously Fable and then Hellblade 2 and stuff like that, because you can't play, you can't have life without Fable and Hellblade.
Right. Yeah. Nick?
So when we talk in terms of getting an exclusive game for the Xbox in general, since I've already been a person who've had an Xbox, I mean, at the time it wasn't really much to get. But I mean, in terms of this showcase of just seeing like exactly what can actually pull me in, if I had,
I got you. I'm gonna help narrow it down for you, right? Because I know what you're interested in. Like, so let's say you didn't have your high end PC, you don't have an Xbox right now, right? But you see the new Xbox Series S in the black that was announced. You have intentions of buying that. Anything on this list that's going to make you fully pull the trigger?
If I had to think, Fable.
Okay.
Okay.
So Fable is okay. Fable's the reason to get an Xbox.
Right. Because I
Okay.
never got a chance to really check out the franchise in general. So, this
Fable's definitely exclusive too. So
right. So, which would give me a benefit to really buy an Xbox to really play that game. But it wasn't just that too, right? We got Star Wars because a lot of the things that we're going to agree on, that we're all agreeing all together on the same kind of concepts of, getting the actual, getting an Xbox. So I'm going to say Fable. I'm going to say Star Wars. I'm going to say Hellblade. I'm going to say the same kind of games that you guys already been saying. So,
Right.
but Fable will probably be the only main one to get it for, especially for a good pricing, right? $349. It's not bad.
Yeah.
yeah, everybody has like just let us know that one game that tickled your insides and you were like, fuck yeah, I'm getting an Xbox.
So
for this shit.
so it will be Fable for me.
Okay. So for me, it's Avowed. For Aaron, is be Metaphor, quote unquote. And then Nick will be Fable. Leah?
I'm gonna say Starfield because they didn't give a date for Clockwork.
Okay. That's smart. Don?
I would have said Kinetsu, but that game still. I still want to get an Xbox for that game, but I would rather get the Steam Deck if it's optional. But yeah, I don't really have one. But yeah, because to me, like the Xbox is the showcase compared to like the PlayStation showcase. They is like part for part. Like I would take 2 games out of the Xbox showcase, and I would take 2 out of the PlayStation showcase.
So there isn't one game on this list that will make you get an Xbox if you didn't have anything else and you don't have no system or anything and you had to get an Xbox to play this game, you wouldn't pick any of them. Just one.
Not even the Capcom game.
Yeah, like I mean, if I didn't have no system, of course I'd probably I would go for Kinetsu.
There you go. Mir, I don't think you told us, did you?
No, I mean, I'm the most Xbox on here, so I'm getting all this shit. Fable, Involved, Hellblade, Still Wakes the Deep, fucking South to Midnight. Like I'm getting
That's
all this shit.
one game. What's your most favorite out of all of them?
The one that stuck out to you the most.
Just one.
Damn, this is hard.
Exactly. How you think we all felt?
All right, so what I'm gonna say
exactly.
is the one that I'm gonna be the most on when it officially comes out is gonna be Forza. Make jokes, laugh.
That hurts my soul,
say
bro.
whatever. Listen, say what you want. I don't care, bro. I'm grabbing Forza. Bro, when
God
Forza
damn.
Motorsport 5 came out, I was on that shit. I listened.
Holy shit.
I
He's
like
at the car
car.
game.
I like car. I grew up playing NASCAR.
I'm sorry.
To a NASCAR game. Like I love the car video games too. So
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can drive crazy without getting stopped by the cops. And then sometimes you do get stopped by the cops in game. So
That's true.
They do need to bring back racing games. Like that genre has been.
they do. Need for Speed is making a fucking game
Bro,
every
have
other
y'all
week.
been under a rock, bro? Racing games are around.
Yeah, they've been coming out crazy. What are you talking about?
So I'm talking about like the relevancy as it's been like back then compared to now. It's like you don't really hear people talk about racing games.
Well, they're not as important today, but they are coming out, and there is a
No, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying it's not as relevant as it was back then, as it used to.
There's a higher percentage who don't like racing games, but then there is like it's not that low, but it's there's
Bro,
a nice
Gran
size.
Turismo 7 is one of the most popular fucking games
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
world.
So and
there's
like,
tournaments and shit for that game. That game I think it's been out for like 2 years now.
there's
That's
people
like
making
super
fucking rigs just for those games. Like, yeah, it's still out there.
That big of a genre is like compared to other genre games. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
Then
I keep looking at the Still Wakes the Deep game. That shit look crazy.
I know.
So it seems like did Phil actually deliver on this?
I don't know. It was weird.
Well, no, he didn't.
No.
Because, like, mind you, like, this is, I mean, it's for Xbox gamers, but it's for people who do not have an Xbox. So, like, Dante clearly stated, like, there's nothing here that would actually interest him to get into Xbox. So it's like, did they show enough? Like, there's still a lot of shit that wasn't even here. Like
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark. There was no Stalker 2. Like, there's still a lot of shit that's missing. So it's like, I can understand, that's what I'm saying. Like, from Dante's perspective, I can understand, like, you know, there's still a lot of shit that just wasn't here. There was no actual gameplay of Hellblade 2. Like, this shit's been in development for how long? So it's like, I'm getting it from both perspectives. Like, me as an Xbox fan, I'm hyped for a lot of the shit. But like, if I'm a business and I'm trying to market my console to compete with everything else in the marketplace, this isn't enough to get people to buy an Xbox. It's just not.
Probably, yeah. It's probably enough to get people hype, to get existing Xbox owners hype. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of
cool, but
yeah, a lot of us with PCs and Steam Decks, we can get away with that shit. So
yeah, we can.
That's
right.
Spencer said he was working with Kojima too. I was hoping they were gonna show that finally.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that shit was supposed to be there too. That shit wasn't there either.
Wait, what's going on with Kojima?
He's supposed to do like an exclusive game with Xbox.
It better not be fucking Death Stranding 2.
Oh no, that's already coming on PlayStation.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's another Silent Hill or another horror. I hope he makes a horror game. He's good at making horror games.
Yeah, that would have been sick. I was wishing.
Maybe he can make it. Maybe he can make another Metal Gear Solid for Xbox.
No, thank you. Not interested.
Yeah, nah, I'm good too. Good.
Definitely not interested in that.
Yeah, that probably be the only thing that would have brought me over if Kojima would have did something with that.
Maybe he's doing a whole separate like showcase for that later down the line.
Yeah, maybe. Probably something next year. I meant.
Hopefully nothing Metal Gear.
Yeah, sorry. That's a real movie game right there.
Definitely not.
I wouldn't call that a movie game.
Oh, please.
Your definition of a movie game fucking kills me, bro.
Hour-long cutscenes.
Yeah, it's like twice as long, as much, if not more, than gameplay. There's so much you can do for Gear.
Nah, I'm a fan of Metal Gear Solid low-key. I am. I'm actually cool with the series.
Didn't they get in depth with Alan Wake 2?
Yeah,
that was at the Summer Game Fest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the Summer Game Fest. That was the Summer Game Fest. Actually,
there's so many fucking YouTube things with these companies that I can't keep up with all of them. I don't know which one came from who, from where.
See, there you go, Don.
There you go.
See,
first Metal Gear Solid.
I'm a fan. See,
damn, $34. Is that when you first got it?
No, this is recently.
Oh my god!
It's because
the classic.
retro.
Yeah. I had the original though.
I don't know, man. I might be the only outsider, but I don't know what the fuck the hype about that Metal Gear Solid shit.
I'm telling you
bro.
Right now, the only one that I liked was with, the second one, and that's the
Sons of Liberty.
That's it.
I don't know, bro.
After that, fuck, it was trash. I cannot.
It's like certain series for me, I just don't get the hype around them. Like that's like Kingdom Hearts and Metal Gear.
Oh, you
don't get this
you
shit.
Calm down. Kingdom Hearts was hot.
I don't get it, bro.
It's just some of the best storytelling in gaming at all time.
Hey, but each his own. We all like our fucking set of games. Just like you like fucking Forza. Just like you like Forza.
Bro.
Just like
they
you
not
like
fucking with movie games, bro. They not fucking with Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. That has some of the best writing, period.
I'm not fucking with Heavy Rain either. I'll fuck with Beyond Two Souls, but not Heavy Rain. Fucking The Quarry. Nah, no thanks.
Heavy Rain.
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say. No, but Xbox overall, they did. I feel like they with Fable and like Starfield, like outside of like me looking up from the outside looking in, it seemed like they really pleased like the fan base from what they wanted because a lot of people was anticipating games
yeah.
Let's be honest. Those two are like one of the the biggest two that they have right now that they're probably relying on right now.
Yeah.
What rivals PlayStation at this point?
Starfield probably.
Yeah.
What else?
Definitely robbed of it.
Oh, so all right. So what? So if you had to take 3, right? So Starfield, Fable, Hellblade 2 against Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, and what else is coming out for PlayStation this year?
I don't know what else is there coming up. I forgot, man. There's too many fucking games, bro.
They only fucking marketed fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, so Spider-Man was like the biggest thing.
Yeah, they marketed that mainly.
I don't know, man. I'm definitely will be playing Spider-Man and what was the other?
Final Fantasy is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy
16 and fucking Jesus, just Spider-Man 2, and then I'll go play Avowed on the other system.
I would have said Phantom Blade 0, but I don't think that comes out this year.
I'm not even fucking with that game that hard either. I'll just I'll let it come out a little bit and then get it when it's on sale.
See, if Xbox had something like that, that would have had me too.
I mean, we never know. It might be third party. It might be coming to Xbox.
Yeah, maybe.
It just says PlayStation 5, but
It can always change.
Yeah,
it could get delayed like 6 times.
Hey, same thing with I don't know Kinetsu. Shit, Kinetsu comes to PlayStation 2. I'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think
I don't know how I feel about that one though. I feel like that shit might be a flop, to be honest. Like the gameplay looks kind of like it looks cool, but like Capcom is about to fuck up this year because they got a couple weird shits coming out. Like
they were to fuck up now. Stop.
So Exo Primal not about to flop?
No.
Exo Primal is not about to get the fuck out of here. Bro, that game was fucking garbage, bro. When I played the beta, that shit was dog shit.
No.
I bet you it'd get like a 60 on Metacritic when it drops.
Capcom on a high
game is fucking
it's not flopping.
And if they're making, that's the problem. They're trying to make new IPs. We don't need them to make new IPs.
Yes, we do.
We need we don't. We need but everybody wants the new Marvel vs. Capcom though.
Of course, why not?
That'll probably never happen though.
Yeah, especially with the last one that dropped. Like Capcom needs to sit their ass down and focus on fucking Resident Evil remake. That's all they need to do for the next 5 years.
Man.
They should branch out. Don't go to make new IPs. Like stop making the same games over and over.
Hey, I want a new Mega Man.
Oh boy. Well, you got a new Mega Man. You got 30XX.
Get the hell out of here.
Bro, at this point, Aaron's a boomer.
Yeah, he is.
How so? Because I like Mega Man. Are you crazy?
I'm the oldest one here, like physically, and then Aaron's like mentally the oldest one here.
Your favorite Street Fighter character is Guile. Guile's a boomer, bro.
Yeah, he is. He's a boomer. He's a boomer.
Bro was in the military for every Street Fighter game.
Street Fighter game he was. Oh man, when we gonna make Mirror play them Castlevania games so I can see him suffer?
I know.
Those are the most boomer games, period.
Yeah, but they hard as shit though. They hard as shit.
We've been waiting for that.
Fuck.
But I mean, I think that's kind of our thoughts on the Xbox showcase.